Hey everybody, welcome back to another IntoBridge challenge. Today we have a very good hand with support for partner. In fact, so good that we are not really able to splinter, right? Because if we splinter, yes, partner will have a 4 heart bid available, but we won't really know, do we belong in slam or not, right? Because our hand is sort of in that medium range where the information that partner tells us isn't going to be that, like partner's going to sign off on a lot of hands where slam might be good. So rather than splinter, we could start with 2.Nov.2024, Jacoby, and potentially find out, maybe partner has some shortness or we learn something there. The trouble with that is, of course, that finding out that partner has shortness in one of these two suits isn't really that helpful for us because, in fact, it's kind of bad, right? And if partner doesn't have shortness, they might just blast to 4 spades and leave us kind of guessing. So because we play sort of a normal or standard version of Jacoby 2.0 that's quite bad, or that the responses eat up a lot of room, I'm actually going to make a sort of offbeat 2-club bid here, mostly because I'll wind up learning. I want to be captain of this auction as much as I can. And I kind of want to learn a little bit about what partner's shape is here, rather than just have them jump to 4 spades over 2 now with any of them. So we're going to start with 2 clubs. Okay. So partner has some club support. That's maybe good for us. Who knows? Maybe I could bid 4 diamonds. And let's say, this is, but it doesn't show spades. So we're going to go ahead and show our spade support now. And okay, so partner bids non-serious 3-0. Let's give it a serious try. I think we have enough for that, right? If partner has, especially if partner has aces, we want to be in slam. So let's give it a serious try and see what we get. Okay, so we get a controlling diamonds. And at this point, we'll give it last train. And if partner bids 4 spades, we're done. It might be, maybe there's a world where they could still have, the perfecto. But I think if partner doesn't bid key card, we don't want to be in. Okay, so we do have 2 key cards, and we have no queen of trump. So we'll go ahead and show those. Okay, very sad. Maybe if partner knew I had 4 spades, we might have gotten there anyway. But okay, so and rough 2 aces because partner has the ace king queen of diamonds. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, so we have 19 points at 9 cards in 2 suits. That's not good. They didn't get a club rough on opening lead, so that's a good start. The question is, do we want to try to take some pitches to prevent them from taking club roughs? So let's go ahead and win this first, and then talk about that. So we could play the king of hearts and play a diamond and rough it and play 3 rounds of hearts and pitch 3 rounds of clubs. The problem with that, of course, being that, well, when they might rough one of the rounds of hearts, and then we were just going down when we were cold, and we're still not out of the woods in that we might still have to sort of guess trumps. And so, I don't think we really should try to pitch any clubs. They're not going to be particularly useful to us. We don't really have much. We really have nothing to go off of as far as, who has spade length. So we're just, we happen to be in our hands, so we're going to try that. And that seems good. So please no roughs. Thank you. No roughs. Very good. All right. So we got to a terrible contract that perhaps deserved to go down. And mercifully, we were spared. I think partner did not have a key card over 4 hearts. I think they probably should have signed off. The king of hearts looks kind of bad. They have all their points are in their short suits, and usually when you're evaluating your hand for slam, having points in your long suits is a lot better than having points in your short suits. So partner, I think, was right to bid 3-0, but wrong to bid 4-0. And then we could have sort of screeched to a halt in 4 spades and been okay. So partner Q-bid in response to our overcall. We have a reasonable overcall, right? It's a minimum opening hand, but by overcall standards, it's not terrible. So let's see, what are my options? I could bid 2-9. Okay, so it looks like kind of natural game tries of some sort. I guess. I mean, the benefit of bidding 2 diamonds is that if partner bids 2 hearts, I can pass and you're a level lower. So I'm going to try that. Okay, and if partner bids 4 hearts, then I'll try to make it. There we go. So let's see what we bet. So partner has not a very good hand for us in retrospect, but it's, looking at king, queen, 4 of diamonds, it's very understandable why they tried for game. So, perhaps we're a little bit light for our 2 diamond call. That if partner couldn't act over 2 hearts, we didn't want to be in anything higher than game. But I think that's a pessimistic view. Partner didn't have to have this terrible mess of terribleness. That's enough winners. So 2 down. We needed to just bid 2 hearts and sort of be done with it. But I think that's pretty pessimistic. And, partner didn't necessarily have to have 3 little clubs. If they had, say, 2 little clubs or club honor, then we would have been in better shape. That argues for bidding 3 clubs, but, I think the benefit of starting with 2 diamonds is that when partner rejects, we wind up a level lower. In fact, in most of my partnerships, I actually play this 2 diamond bid that when there's only 1 step available, it's just kind of a general try. It's not even, hey, I have diamonds. It's just I have better than a minimum overcall. I have not the worst. And 2 hearts really says, like, I have, less than an opening hand. You need a lot to bid. So this seems to be a set of partner having really the wrong hands for us. This is kind of maybe a normal 1-0, 3-0, but partner might have bid. I think Leah plays that 3 diamonds is puppet statement, which is strange, but it works. And partner might have tried that, right? Because with 3 cards in one major and a doubleton in the other, if I do have 5 spades, Leah would kind of rather play 4 spades rather than 3. And especially with such good diamonds, maybe she's less worried that they're going to double for the lead or something. So just point out that they led the 4 of hearts and they returned the 2 of hearts. And we have the 3 of hearts, which means that at least something is going right, which is that hearts are 4 full, right? So, because of that, we're going to go, rather than holding up one more round, we're actually just going to go up with the ace because we'd rather be in our hand right now to do something rather than let them play more. So we'll go ahead and try a spade towards dummy and find that. So it looks like we're going to probably finish 1 down, right? Because we have to lose still 1 more, still the ace of diamonds, right? We can't really get right. And, we might have done better had we played in, let's do this, actually, just in case is feeling like doing something strange. Okay. Huh. So I was careless. I should have done, I should have cashed the clubs before cashing the queen of spades. So I will go, but I guess it didn't matter because the diamonds and spades were split. So I'm going down an extra trick that I was kind of unavoidable, I suppose, but not amazing. 4 spades wouldn't have been all that much fun to play with spades splitting poorly as well, but let's see. So I get to watch Leah's some nice option to game. And even though I have 4 trumps, I'm still tempted to lead my singleton. Partner rates to have a pretty good hand. And, if they do wind up having the ace of clubs, there's a good chance they actually have a second entry so that I might get 2 roughs rather than just 1. And, there's no guarantee that a heart is safe. So let's try this. Okay, well, that's not great because I guess I probably solved Declarer's club guess too. Oh, thanks, Leah. Very good. I'm glad you can see all the cards. Yeah, so this is one of the cases where it's a little frustrating. Leah does still cheat a little bit from time to time. And, that usually she's not too egregious about it, but sometimes there's things like that where, she drops the singleton king offside and you're just like, oh, well, okay. But, she should do the same thing for everybody else. And, I know that the team is working on improving that. So, hopefully in the coming months, she will do a little bit less cheating. But so I guess we'll return the queen of hearts. It doesn't look very good, right? It looks like partner has the king of hearts, and we might as well cover that in case Leah's out of entries. But yeah, so looks like a wild failure for our choice to lead a club today. But had Leah not been able to see through the backs of the cards, we might have done a little bit better, right? Because partner might have been able to return a low club, give us a rough, and have us still get our hook. So, oh well. All right, so we have a full prime 17. That seems worth a super accept to me. All right, and for once, partner doesn't have the absolute worst hand. That's refreshing. But also, there's not really much to the play on this hand. We make sure to cash the king of spades first in case they are 4-0. We'll go ahead and do that. And basically we can claim, but on the off chance that there's queen doubleton of hearts somewhere, or the stiff ace of clubs, we'll play it. Because we don't really have enough pitches for anything else. No stiff ace of clubs. Very sad. Hooked. So that's all for this one. Thanks for joining as always, and see you in another.